And welcome, my name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Extinction Curse, featuring these wonderful and incredible Patreons. Guys, say hello to everyone in chat.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in chat.
Woo! It is good to see so many friendly faces and so many friendly folks here. I recognize so many people. Let's give a quick shout out to McClover. Good to see you, my friend. Christina, the real Bengal tiger, not to be confused with the fake Bengal tiger. Tony, good to see you, my dear friend. Schooly Eye in the chat. OG Lava Kitten, welcome in. And of course, hi, John.
Hello.
Now, good to see you all. I hope you guys are having a wonderful toward the end of the week. I know that some of you it is Thursday, some of you like me are in Friday. Wherever you happen to be, I hope you are having a wonderful time, and we are about to embark on a tabletop role-playing game. What is a tabletop role-playing game? You'll say, well, let me tell you, youngster who has clearly been living under a rock. You are about to enjoy a role-playing game in which my players, these individuals here, take on the role of protagonists within a narrative construct of the imagination, and I, as the game master, will be taking them on a narrative journey where I will play the creatures, the obstacles, the NPCs, the challenges, and the friends that they make along the way. They get to decide whatever they would like to, and the dice will determine whether or not they succeed and fail. Also, serving as the arbiter of consequence, I will decide what happens based on these rolls. Also, just so that you know, I will also maybe making up rules as I go along, because I pretend like I know all of this bullshit, but I don't. In fact, thanks to our sponsor for the channel, we have, of course, none other than Fantasy Grounds, is the VTT that does all my heavy lifting. So if you, like me, like to enjoy games that are difficult and very hard to teach people, especially certain individuals who IQ kind of matches room temperature, then, consider a VTT like Fantasy Grounds to help you make your games accessible to everyone, because it's a lot of fun. Then, of course, we have our two other sponsors for today. We have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects that you will hear over the course of today's game, such as the sound of a vampire who growls at people.
Blah.
Or if a vampire was to taunt individuals.
Blah.
I'm so hungry.
That's not a taunt, that's terrifying.
Blood. I want some blood.
Not blah, blah, blah.
Nerves going down.
Blah,
I
blah.
need to feed.
At least it wasn't feed me.
Yeah, these
I
aren't
would not say
taunts.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
These are like outbursts. But anyway, Sirenscape allows you to dive into your own world and setting by throwing a wide variety of immersive sound effects as well as musics such as the Brave music. These are all in the Vampire Battle sound set. Brave music indeed. So these and many more are available at the touch of a button, whether or not you want to use it on your computer like I do, or if you want to, you can have it on your mobile phone through the app as well. The Sirenscape Online player is available for all, and with the very, very low cost of a yearly subscription, which I think is like $60 or something like that. It's really cheap. You can get access to their full library. So there you go. And of course, last but certainly not least, we have our last sponsor, Hero Forge, for the wonderful artworks you can see on stream here, as well as the tokens that we use for our VTTs. The subscription on Hero Forge allows you to make the tokens that you can use, as well as portraits which you can use to animate, which I use for some of my other shows as well. So yeah, thank you to all of our sponsors. Big loves. But before we kick off today's session, let's take a moment to meet our characters and get to know a little bit about them. Let's start with none other than Harlanot, our bardic gnome, played by the wonderful and amazing Schoolie.
Hello. So, Harlanot is going through a bit of emotional trauma after the events of last session. I think it's fair to say. Usually keeps everyone alive, and kind of failed.
I was about to say, you can keep saying if you like. What is your emotional state? How are you?
Well, Harlanot is very, very scarred. Let's just say it that way.
Fair enough. All right. Next up on our list of amazing individuals is none other than our dear friend Avarian CA, playing the role of Oro, the Azaketi rogue.
Hello. I'm a variant CA. I'm playing Oro the Rogue, who, even when he criticals, rolls really low damage. It's a skill.
Fair,
balance.
Fair. All right, and next on our list is the agile, catfolk, swashbuckling, high rope running person, Arturo, played by the wonderful Sean. Hi, Sean.
Hello. Yeah, Arturo in kind of the same boat as Harlanot. Not the same reason, but just kind of depressed after losing a second sister. Well, almost a third, because one of them he hasn't seen in a long time. So, yeah, kind of second guessing whether or not this whole venture has been worth it.
Ah. Well, there you go. We also have Rock. We're not going to tell you about his character because we haven't met him, but there he is. Look at him. Isn't he handsome?
Hi guys. You can't know about my character. I'm sorry. You're denied right now. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. All you need to know is that they have a do-rag. A dude in a do-rag.
And they look cool.
Some might call him do-rad. All right. Sorry,
Is there any way to mute the GM?
No. I'm in control.
Mute the GM button. Here it is. No.
Okay.
Nice.
Next up we have playing the role of Liz, the Undyne dancer. You an Undyne? I feel like you're an Undyne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm an Undyne human.
Yeah, there you go. We have, of course, Liz played by our dear friend Neil, aka Immersion Diversion, who had his return to the Pokemon universe this week. Yay! Congratulations.
It's a little red legs, but yes, we did. It was fun. Lise is a druid. She's a wave and a storm druid. Come to help the group find the stuff they're looking for, and she witnessed a massacre. Probably one of her first fights ever, and it was scary. So she'll try to do better. Now realizing what she might need to take for like battles like this. So She's more used to throwing around water and lightning, and now she's like, I technically do have healing spells that I could use on them. So, yeah, we're gonna go with that for a while.
I can use.
Help out Harlan out a bit.
I could use it. Oh my god! I could have healed them this whole time.
Yeah, I actually forgot I had stabilize.
Jesus.
I don't like you. Die.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's one way to introduce yourself to a party. Throw spears into their shoulders and forget to heal them. That's brilliant.
To be fair, it's kind of on character.
Here's a
Yes,
piercing.
It is a little bit. All right.
Oh, shit.
And of course, not appearing in this film is none other than our dear friend All Things Fantasy, who plays the role of Throvrek, the Dragon Rarg. Now, before we get started, we do have one last person to thank. That is, of course, our lovely chat. Guys, thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show. Before we kick off, there are a bunch of incentives for you guys to play along with us, joining us behind the GM screen and having a wonderful time. First of all, just by watching the show and hanging out, you earn channel points, which get used, of course, to, give insight bonuses, inspiration, tarot readings, a bunch of other cool stuff there, which you guys can check out. Your insight is that you guys should be way more careful and use teamwork instead of running in guns blazing. That is, you're welcome, by the way.
I learned about teamwork on Wednesday.
Now,
No, I recognize your premise, but I deny it.
next up, of course, if you are a person who has the ability to do so, because we are, of course, somebody who promotes like donating to your favorite content creators, but donating responsibly, and whoever wants to help us make our way through the Gen Con fundraiser that we're doing to try and get our asses to America again this year, the donations down there, we are now at 69%. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And so thank you very much, guys. But let's go through all the rewards. First of all, I would like to give a quick shout out and thank you to our dear friend McClover for donating 2 hero points for every person present for a plot twist which our chat gets to decide. Very generous of you as always, my dear friend. Let me pull those out real quick. Uno, dos, and trace. There we go. Okay, I like that. One of them's already happened, but I'm gonna do it again if we pick it. But yeah. All right, we have our 3 things there. And of course, a massive thank you to Christina, who's coming in hot with a sorry, did I say 2 hero points for everyone present and a plot twist? Yes, I did. And Christina, who is giving a natural 20 for her favorite GM. Just saying. I just don't want to.
Thank you, Christina.
I don't want to put words in Christina. Shut up, Sean. I don't want to put words in Christina's mouth. But just we were talking behind the scenes, and she's like, hey, Dag, you're like my favorite GM. I'm gonna give you that 20, and I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'll give you. It's like, oh, no, I really couldn't. And then she's like, okay, I'll give it to Neil. And I was like, no, wait. Okay, it's fine. All right, so yeah, and she's Christina's also giving a hero point for Rock and Neil. So thank you very much.
Yay,
Thank you, everybody.
You kind, beautiful legend, you.
I'd like to do an insight check on that story.
All right, now, for those of you who wish to, like our dear friends McClover and Christina, support the channel and have a bit of fun, for $5 you can award a player of your choice one of these little red marks. These are hero points. They can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Alternatively, you can use that $5 to give me a jinx point, which are purple marks that I don't have, which can be used to counter hero points, make villains roll with advantage, or complicate an issue or something that's going on. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks. Your choice, either a heroic action, which my players will get a heroic action. It is a one-off power that they will get to use that can be used to give them a leg up or an advantage in weird and wacky situations. They're actually pretty cool. Some of them are pretty random. We don't see them get played too often, but when they do, they always matter. Or alternatively, I will draw from a deck of plot twists, and I will incorporate the plot twist that is chosen out of 3 in the session today. McClover, the plot twists which will now be presented to our lovely chat to vote on a poll, which I am now making, are the following. Plot twist. All right, we have plot twist number 1, Second Wind. Plot twist number 2, Broken. And plot twist number 3, The Agony of Defeat. But like I said, that's already happened in the last game, so it'll have to happen again this it'll have to happen again this game. So those are your choices. Chat, cast your votes, let us know what you would like, and yeah, we can do the thing. All right. So yeah, that is what the plot twists are. For $20, you can donate for the coveted and natural 20, which Christina gave to me. It is a 20. It's a 20. What do you want? It's freaking awesome. It's amazing. We love it. For $50, you can increase the difficulty of an encounter that the group is currently facing, or you can provide a magic item to a player of your choice. This item can be a homebrew item, or it is an item that has certain restrictions that our players go through, or you can work on set items that we are working on. Right now, we are working on the Monster Hunter set for Throveric, but I think it's about time that we shift over and maybe look at somebody else and starting a new magic item set. You know, we'll see. And lastly, we have our secret menu item. The secret menu item is a $100 massive donation that we love and appreciate incredibly. And for the $100 secret menu item for today is going to be... what is today's one going to be? I think we did have the wizard lined up. So it is the arcanist character. You get to create an NPC arcanist of some kind, so some sort of spellcaster of some kind, to join Harlanot's band of merry minstrels. We have 4 out of their 5 now completed, so just one more, and we have their full set. And Harlanot gets a massive boost to pretty much all of his bardic abilities. So there you go. Now, first of all, welcome into Defective Dice. Good to see you, my friend. I hope that you are well. Yes, you can be really mean. It is always welcome to be really mean here, because we do so with love. There you go. Christina tips $5 and Anonymous tips 25. So I am now loaded with Jinx points. Thank you, Mr. Anonymous, you bloody beautiful legend, you, who we absolutely know is completely anonymous, and we don't know who it is. But you know what? It's come back full circle, because Oro, you have also been granted a hero point by our dearly beloved Christina. So there you go.
I keep telling people I'm not necessarily on the player's side, but they never seem to believe me.
That's true. That's true.
But you do stab people in the back.
I do.
And the front,
Well,
and the side, and
List
generally
happens to do it more often.
The toes.
generally in the flesh-covered areas. All right.
I hate to be contradictory, there, Scully, but I tend to miss.
That's kind of true too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without any further ado, we return now back to the realm of Galarian, wherein which our heroes find themselves gathered once again by their carnival, the Circus of Wayward Wonders. A small fire burns in the center of the multiple tents and various little housing wagons that make up this staff area. A small crowd is gathered around our heroes, Harlanot, Oro, Arturo, and Liss, as well as Throveric, who were all beaten, bloodied, and wounded. Gathered in the center of the crowd is the wrapped-up body of one of their dearly beloved members. It is none other than Meisha, the Nagaji inventor, the person who time and time again had done their best to ensure all of the materials, the gear that the circus needed for their various performances were kept up to snuff, now lays here quiet. Behind this scene is a large mechanical body of that belonging to her robot, Wrench. However, something is different. As Wrench looks at the body, the soul of Mesha now inhabits the giant mechanical man and has a few words to say about themselves. Rock, perform your own eulogy.
Okay. Well, everybody, it's a sad moment that somebody loses their body. This feels a little weird, doing my own eulogy, but I'm still here. I still help you guys as much as I can. It's going to be a little harder right now because I have big fingers. It's going to be hard to build tiny little things, but I'm going to fix that. But anyway, I say goodbye to my body and let it go where it goes. I don't. This is weird. This is really weird, guys. I'm I'm. Well, I gotta be robotic.
How?
All right.
Ah,
Well,
I'm.
okay. Your body is then placed into the now free-flowing river that runs beside your circus, the one that you had cleared the dam and now allowed the water to run freely. You Oh yes, apologies, I did forget. I didn't forget. I just didn't want to give it to him. No, it's fine. There we go.
Oh, thanks.
As I mentioned, you guys have cleared the river, and you place the body of Mesha upon a small raft, allowing it to float downriver. But yeah, super weird. As Mesha, even though
Oh,
her
I thought
body
we were
is
burning it.
I mean, you can burn it if you want. Yeah, but yes, as Mesha's body drifts away, Mesha's soul, now inhabiting a giant robot, sets about the work that they normally have. The rest of you begin to move around, just basically healing and restoring yourselves after the events that have recently transpired. These events are, of course, your incursion on the Temple of Aroden that lays beneath the city of Escadar. You were trying to seek out the xulgath and their plans to try and steal these rare ion stones that apparently breathe life into the island that you reside on. They were supposed to operate underneath there, and you did indeed find several xulgath, but they were not alone. Armed with creatures and aberrations, our heroes were overwhelmed and were forced to retreat after Mesha fell. It was only by the sheer luck and perhaps blessing of the ancient temple that they were even able to survive. Now here, catching their breath and getting some respite, we join our characters. But before we get into that, let's take a quick moment to welcome our raiders! Guys, from Tabletop Obscura, thank you for coming and joining us. Olo, you beautiful bloody legends, you. How was your game? What were you doing? What was happening? Tell me all of the things. Or leave, either or, that's fine. Thank you for the lurk. Please enjoy the channel points and be sure to use them at some point, because, that's what they're for. Playing Paladins. Ooh, I don't know what that is. But it sounds fun. All right. The group, it is up to you. What do you wish to do as you are resting and recuperating?
I might walk up to Liz. I keep on forgetting. How is it pronounced? Is it Liz or something else?
It's lease. Like
Liz. Okay.
Yeah, like when
Like
you
Lisa.
go get rent, you're taking out a lease.
I'll remember that. So yeah, I'll walk up to Lise and just be like, relieved that Mesha is still with us in spirit, literally. What is it that Harlock sees in our group? We are just circus people, putting on a performance of being heroes. We're not anything special. Like,
I wasn't
not
honestly sure myself.
warriors.
He seemed to have trust in you guys. I mean, you managed to save one of the towers already.
Well,
Getting that iron stone back.
I'm not convinced
You
that it
thought
wasn't
maybe you
just
could-
luck.
We just need to plan. I wasn't totally ready myself.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just afraid of losing more.
You recall having lost Mesha in the temple of the Blessed Lightning, and then obviously very recently having lost Callisto as well. Now with Mesha dying within the Temple of Aroden, it seems as though your circus is growing ever smaller.
I'm just worried that, we're just nothing but pretenders, and even we bought into that. It's
come now,
easy to
you're
get
not-
lost in a character.
You're not pretending to be a circus clown now, are you? Or not a circus
Well.
clown, but you're not pretending to be a circus member now, are you?
I am, but that's what we do best, is we put on a character, and I feel like that might have gotten a little carried away.
So why don't you do that with going into how you fight too? Just play your.
Not that I enjoy that he's muted, but you are muted.
He was muttering to himself as as you see behind you, did someone say circus clown? It looks like this is a very depressing conversation. Allow me to interject.
Oh, hello.
Hello!
I don't think I met
Strange
you
blue
yet. Who are
lady
you?
that I've never met before. My name's Mr. Tickles.
Mr. Tickles, my name is Lise. It's very nice to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you too. Say, can I offer you a rubber duck?
I mean, only if you can put it in a bath for it to swim around.
Oh, put it in a bath. Oh, what a ridiculous thing to say.
It's Lise trying to make not light of the situation, but like there's a clown here. It's meant to be fun,
Yeah, Arturo, you're kind of like seeing this scene. You know that this is Mr. Tickles' way of trying to make you feel better and ease
Yeah.
the tension. I mean, that is his job.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
He says, don't worry about it. Look, whatever this Harlock guy sees in you, I think we all kind of see. You're more than just some goofy goober. You're our pal, our chum. And you know what? That's a secret you could take to your grave.
Very reassuring, thank you.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I will as Mesha still, I'll walk by and I'll be like, yeah. For the time being, guys, before I figure out what's going on, I'm gonna stay at the circus and figure out things. So I won't be adventuring with you guys anymore until I figure out a few things. Like get used to this body. Yeah.
And not explode.
Yeah.
How to make myself not
Wrench has proven to be
wreck so
a little
much.
brittle.
Yeah. Because I'm very fragile in this state, as we see when it was just wrench, and I was in my other body.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Harlanot will be either in his wagon or Walter's wagon. He'll be playing over the last words that Walter said before he left, when he left the staff with the circus, which was, "This will help protect everyone." And he'll be trying his damnedest to say, why isn't this working? And just getting more and more frustrated.
At this point, I will say that this individual walks in. I think this is the one. Maybe I've gotten the wrong one. Yes. All right.
Oh yeah.
A rather elegant-looking dressed woman enters. Well, actually, no. She'll knock on the door. Palanot.
Whoever. Yes, yes.
May I come in?
Can I help you? Of course, of course.
Entering is Mistress Arisa. Looking human for the most part, but with fox-like ears. This kitsune serves as the benefactor of the circus, paying for a lot of the supplies and the like, and has cost quite a substantial investment upon the circus. I just wanted to see how you were doing. I know things have been quite trying, and, well, this whole ordeal with Meisha, I'm not sure I fully understand, but it looks like you could use someone to talk to.
Yes, well, I think it's just one of those things when we possibly got a little bit over our head. Maybe our performance got a bit egocentric, thinking we could do everything.
Well, as someone who has seen firsthand what you and your friends are capable of, after all, you did save me from a church filled with demons. I can assure you that these feelings are just temporary.
Yes, I imagine it's just raw winds just now. Probably a bit more of a shock than we're used to.
Oh, yes. But, you know, I read in a book once, a long time ago, that people have such high expectations of the word heroism that to do what is right and to do what one is capable of don't always go hand in hand. The road ahead may be challenging, and the dangers will only surmount. But if you, of all people, turn away, then what does that leave? I believe in this circus, not because of the very entertaining acrobats and clowns that we have here, but I believe in this circus because I believe in your hearts. I've seen the goodness in you all.
Yes. I guess it's just me wanting to protect them better.
Well, perhaps I might be able to help with that, at least in some way. She asks to see the Staff of Healing.
Hand over.
As she looks at it, she begins to twist it against the grain of the staff, until eventually it splinters and unfurls, ripping to pieces in her hands. Oh shit. No, I'm sorry. Shit. No, she doesn't.
That's the plot twist broken?
No. Yeah, it's the plot twist broken. Fuck. That would have been that would have been perfect. I'm an idiot. Damn it. Okay. All right. Also, welcome in, Adam. Good to see you. Grab a seat and enjoy yourself. We're just having I guess the characters are having debriefs after a loss at a temple where they were trying to do some stuff. Yeah. More stuff on that later. But yeah.
We're trying to get to the front door.
You go through the front door. They couldn't get through the south door. Anyway. Now, as she does indeed break apart the staff, in its center there is what looks to be a strangely bizarre stone, like almost like a gem. She holds it in her hand and it seems to float. She says, as luck would have it, an ion stone. I imagine it is quite difficult to play the lute while at the same time wielding a staff in battle. These stones are often found at the core of some magic items. Not all, but I could sense through almost an insight, an Azarketian insight almost, a check of some kind that may have been donated earlier on in the stream. That within this
No one noticed.
I know, within the core of this staff lay an ion stone. Though they offer no particular strength over the magic item that was previously there, it does have one defining feature. And she kind of gestures towards you with it, and the ion stone floats out of her hand and begins to circle around your forehead. You are now able to use the Staff of Healing hands-free.
Ooh.
Okay. That wasn't her issue with the staff. For Harlan.
Well, she is going to give you this because,
And you'll like it.
Yes.
yeah,
You'll like it.
she opens
Thank
your
you.
mouth, she shoves it in. Frickin'
Forces you to
Now
swallow.
you must kiss everybody to heal.
Once again, every bird has to be.
Yep.
There you go.
Kiss my boo-boos to heal.
Thank you. That was a bit unexpected.
Well, I hope it helps, at least in some way, shape, or form, you ungrateful fuck. Sorry, this just changed her. All right, no, she says,
Like, wait, what happened?
she says, I hope what happened doesn't deter you from your path. I mean, after all, though Meisha is in a different way, she's still alive, and for that we must be grateful.
Yes.
If you are,
Your story still goes on.
and if you are intending to return to that place to try and continue your battle against the xulgath, might I suggest that you go and speak with someone who might have a bit more adventuring experience?
Of course I would. But of course, some people keep their history quiet if you know someone in the circus themselves.
I think I know just the person. At this point, we find ourselves in what looks to be a mess kitchen type thing. Over several pots of stewing meats and vegetables, we find a new individual. Rock, describe your new character.
All right. As walking in the kitchen, you see this big 7-foot guy, tattooed, scarred all over his body. He's just chopping some meat up with the cleaver, just humming away. Once in a while, he to his helpers, he's just like, "Hey, make sure that's cooked well, firm. Thank you."
There are indeed a couple of like two assistant people who are like bringing out food to the front and serving it to other individuals and stuff. As they do so, Harlanot makes their way towards the kitchen, and you see this very large and burly-looking elf man. You know this is Vulalasi. He is currently your chef.
Well, see. Didn't realize
Oh.
you weren't
Hello,
a
Nut.
previous adventurer.
A lot of people don't know that yet, but yes, I was. I don't talk about my past that much, but yes, I was an adventurer.
I must say, I'm a little bit surprised. Usually, people that have such skill at creating fine palettes are not used to seeing that much blood outside the world.
You hear another thwack as a pork bone is split in half by a cleaver.
And you see just how not jump back.
How can I do you need help with something? Do you venturing knowledge or
Possibly more seeking your skills. I mean, if you've got experience out in the field.
Vulalasi perks up, and we will pause there because I'm sure that there is a very long discussion about what is needed, but our players all know exactly what that is. Come to the dungeon, help us keep alive. Meanwhile, Oro,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Sitting quietly by the campfire as people mourn their companion, and I'm sharpening a dagger, watching Mr. Tickles slowly walk around the circus.
All right. Very well.
I will, at a low point, as people disperse and move away, they hook Mish out and set her to rest in the river.
Mm-hmm.
I will swim in the river and aid the boat to make sure that it passes through any narrow points near the camp. Just sort of swim under it and escort it.
All right.
And then return.
Watch
I like
out for the crocodile.
Roll initiative. No.
And here comes Walter.
All right. You make your way and you bid farewell to the mortal remains of the one you knew as Mesha. You have this kind of quiet, solemn moment. Now, we are going to be doing a long rest, so you guys are going to be spending the most of the night healing up and resting. Between the clerics and the healing stuff, you guys will be on full health and fully restored of your abilities and powers. You do get a visit from the town guard who asks you how things went, which, of course, goes as you would expect. Messages and notices that you're not quite done with the Moonstone Hall and the creatures within, but to set up a perimeter and make sure that no one enters until it is all cleared. They, of course, will abide because they trust that you know what you're doing. But we'll say that it'll only be so long before that they can ignore this. While their forces are very, very thin within the city, they do still appreciate that you are stepping forward. They offer you a special reward. A reward thanks to Admiral Ishiro Oninawa. As each of you are presented with a potion of healing. And this will include Thravrek as well. This potion of healing will heal 4d8 points of damage.
Whoa.
The gods say that they are sorry that they cannot offer more, but the Admiral is a fan of the circus and managed to watch your amazing performance, and so wanted to offer some help in whatever shape that looked like. Also, welcome in Raiders from Ishiro Oninawa's channel. Good to see you. Welcome. Our heroes are just about to embark on their second attempt at a dungeon after a party member died. I say died. They died, but then they now inhabit a robot body. So they're still alive, but yeah, they died. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Sean.
but
You said it was 48.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
I have to create that. Yeah.
That's fine. You can use the just even if you put it in just as an item, and then you can use it when you need to. All right.
Yeah.
The next morning,
Yeah.
you awaken, eat a hearty breakfast. The circus is preparing for the following night's performance and show, leaving you the day to be able to go and try to deal with what is happening at the Moonstone Hall, which is to where we return. The scene of yesterday's carnage is still on the floor. The oil of the robot that Maysher is in, the blood of the basilisks and your friends and allies alike lining the floor here. There you go.
I just stand there muttering to myself and slapping my cheeks, to psych myself up, because kind of almost like a usual ritual, but this time it doesn't look like it's working too much.
Fair. All right. Vulalasi. You can see that this was a fierce fight. And immediately your history comes back to you. The fights that you've seen, the battles you've been a part of. This was quite a grueling fight, to say the least. And the dark, foreboding, abandoned temple in front of you, well, it gives you the heebies and the jeebies. All right. Gentlemen, the scene is yours, as is the dungeon exploration. You may move yourself in 10-foot increments, and when you get to something, I will let you know.
Well, unlike usual, I'm not going in first.
And after last time, I will not either.
Harlonot will immediately get to the door and look down, see if you can see the fleshy masses that remained from the previous day before venturing straight in.
Sure. As you scout, please make a survival check.
Okay.
Let's be fun.
Got my new spell.
All right. You see no trace or track of them. Make a perception check. All right. With a perception check, however, you hear to the south something slurping and slurping in a liquid. But you don't hear the... and actually, no, you can hear whispers, kind of over each other. These tiny little... Those creatures you faced off last you were here had many mouths, and this could simply be them asleep or at rest. But they're definitely to the south.
I will whisper this information to the group.
I remember the window I went in last time, and I'm going to stealthily move to the south.
All right.
Down this direction.
You said
I
you
might
did
do
let
the
us know,
same.
Harlanot?
Sorry, what was that?
You said you did let us know?
Yeah, whispered
they
it to you,
were-
so not loud,
Okay.
but
If we'd like, because if we're gonna have to go through those doors we saw, if that's the only way really in, I could bring in
Okay.
some distraction,
That's the
and that way we could try to sneak past while they're dealing with that.
Well,
I've got some.
we do know that there was
wood
those 2
spirits that
broken
I could-
windows yesterday.
Yeah, true.
It's more. I probably try and say this before everyone spread it. Right?
Oh,
more-
yeah.
Do we go in and take them out, or do we just sneak past?
Well, we don't want them coming up from behind us, unfortunately. I
Or
think
do we
we
just
do.
seek the revenge
I don't
formation?
know if they can open doors though. They didn't look like they had hands.
They were,
Hmm.
yeah, they were capable of grabbing. So
Yeah, but that was with their teeth, and they don't. How tall are they? I don't think they can reach a door handle.
But they consumed people.
Although they did, yeah, true. never
Yeah,
mind.
I don't trust. I would rather just finish them off than
Did we want to like try to lure them out here, and then when one comes out, we shut the doors behind one, and then just fight one at a time?
I think possibly snipe from range might be better.
I mean, we
True.
could try.
whoever can attack from a distance.
Yeah, I can. I have those lightning attacks that I showed you yesterday, or that I was using. And I did manage to grab heal this time. I took out something else so I could grab heal for you guys. Although I can only really
so-
use it once.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here, only because I want to just point this out. Do you remember when I said the concocting of a plan is not simply reciting all of the abilities that one has?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what? Did we want to lure him into a spot? If I create a pool of water and we get them all on there, we might be able to shoot lightning on it and hit them all at once.
I mean,
If we want to pull them, presumably they're not smart, I could probably wake them up and make them head towards us while we're still outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you recall, there is still a lot of water on the floor on the inside from yesterday's thing.
Oh, it's still
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That streak. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if we wanted, I'm down to use some lightning attacks and
And actually, if
try
that's the
to
plan, I wouldn't
super
have even
shock
gone
'em.
north.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
If everyone
stayed down
If
here.
you want to lure them in, I'll try to get them from the window, and that way I can at least see when they get on the water spot.
All right. Well, if
Yep.
that is the plan that everyone agrees to, well, let's try it this way. Does anyone oppose to the plan?
No.
Wonderful.
No.
Okay. In which case, here is the plan so that everyone is on the same page. You are having Harlanot lure the creatures from their hiding hole to over here. While creatures are in areas covered
right
in
there.
water.
Not quite to me, but ish.
Yes.
More towards center
well,
of the room.
Well, ideally, you're trying to get them
Yeah.
to the center of the room.
I'll be using Figment to
Yeah,
create
because
a
wasn't
sound
that where the
pull
water
them
was?
pull them towards, make them think someone's there.
Okay. Very well. Yep. All right, so you're going to try and get them there. Well, okay. Can I get someone in the group? Actually, no. Let's go with either Harlanot or Liss. Please make an intelligence check.
Probably Harlan.
could be well.
Actually, what is your?
You don't have to. I asked for the check. If you don't want to make it,
what?
you don't have to. I'm not obliging you to do
I'll make
anything.
one. Okay.
All right. Harlanot, I'll say for this one. Harlanot, you would know that if you were in the center, what it does is it prevents your other allies from being able to fully utilize their abilities in the center of the room. For as soon as they'd enter that area, they would see whoever is in that zone, meaning that they would also need to take a movement action to get to that area. By luring them into here, you create a bottleneck where your allies can all stand. And once they move into that position, blasted by lightning and injured, they would not need to move far at all in order to then just start wailing on these guys.
Okay.
Yep.
I was more for the ranged first.
Yeah, you won't have much time for the ranged. If you imagine three actions per turn, they'll clear that in. You know what I mean? Like they'll clear that super quick.
Mhm.
And if I could recommend, I mean, Aura, are you gonna stay by that window? If that's the plan. It's still a good idea.
Pull them out.
I was gonna say it's still a good idea because once they go into that ambush area, you can jump through the window and flank. Which is good.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, which is still a good option. Yep, nope, absolutely. Vulalasi and Arturo, you're in great positions. Liss, you don't necessarily need to be too far away. And if you want to as well, just for good measure, create water around the front entrance. Because there is water around the room, but if you wanted to create like a puddle there.
I got that handled.
Oh, you did?
I can do that.
You can do that?
Nice, okay.
Sure.
I can totally do that.
Yeah, and your lightning spells will work every round, not just the one round when they get to there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, and OG, just to give you the point on this, the reason I do intelligence checks is this. In the same way that I don't ask my players to do push-ups and sit-ups whenever they make athletics checks, when they come up with a plan, as long as I know what their kind of goal is, I will make some suggestions to them. Of course, these are all suggestions. If they wanted to do these, if they don't want to, based on the character's known intelligence and known, abilities to do stuff. The bottleneck idea and the luring them out is entirely their idea. I'm just, sort of putting them in an advantageous position so that despite having the good idea, they don't end up in a bad position because of the mechanical way that Pathfinder works. Because that's not the point, It's not the point for me to, schmoof their frickin', plan. All right. So, to begin. Halonot, I need you to make a stealth roll as you approach the southern room. Well, thank you.
So,
all right.
Okay.
All right, with a 7. That's not ideal.
Nope.
Hero points. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
All right. You begin to head to the south, where you find...
This is why I said Figment's doing it at range.
As you head to the southern room, walls of this smooth stone rose marble... walls of smooth stone... Walls of smooth rose marble surround a stone pool filled with what looks to be a purplish sludge. A golden statue of a winged eye rises from the center of the pool, dripping dark tears from the corners of the eye, this noxious substance pooling below with a foul, fetid smell. A faded mosaic on the wall surrounding the pool has long since been disfigured with ghastly illustrations painted in blood. Lying, twisting, and writhing in these pools, you see the 2 creatures from the previous day.
Oh yeah, we killed one.
You did kill one.
I forgot about that.
All right. So I'm going to say, Halonot, you kind of get to there. Now, let's pray that they get less than 7 on their perception check, which is a plus 15. They will fail. They will fail on a 1, which they do not get.
Oh!
Oh, I thought that was a
my
1.
screen looked like a 1 because it was blurry a bit. My screen is like,
No.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. They're very aware of you. So we're going to go straight into initiative. Can I get Halonot to roll a stealth on their initiative, please?
Of course.
All
It's
right.
going well.
You got to roll that. You could hero point it.
You do have a hero point.
It's a flat 20 roll. It's not going to matter.
Yeah,
Better than a 5.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
All right.
I'm a performer. I'm not meant to be stealthy.
Run,
I mean,
Harlota,
yeah.
run!
All right. Well, the creatures will get to go first. Having heard your approach, they undulate in your direction. All right, here we go. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That is their move. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. That is their move. All right. That is all. Presuming everyone is waiting for their opportune moment, we'll skip straight to Harlanot.
So, given what happened the previous day, you'll almost hear a little yelp for me as you see me run back towards the door.
Ugh. God, that thing is so gross.
That's my movement speed.
So you're just a big mass of hema cells.
That means I can get back to about there as I bolt.
All right, very well.
As we were waiting, I did have my sword wrapped in something. It's been wrapped for 50 years in a cloth, and I just unwrapped it.
Ooh, nice. All right.
And to help focus their attention a little bit, I will use the telepathic projectile, so those are the two actions, on the one I can still see from the door.
All right, very well. A piece of rubble flies into the air and launches at one of them, striking them square in the body mass. Rock. What weapon do you have?
Great sword.
It's a shame. I was gonna go easy on you if it was anything but a great sword. As you unwrap your weapon, it has been years since Bone Breaker has been unearthed, or whatever do you have a name for your sword?
No. Well, I did, but
That's okay. Wait,
yeah,
no, what's your name?
that's
What's your name?
different
No,
story.
tell me what your name. What's the name?
Well, it was part of the ruin, and I can't get the ruin because the level. So never mind.
What's the name? What's the name? It's fine. Just yeah.
I was gonna entangled. Yeah.
Very well. You draw Entangled from its wrapped sheath. It has been years since Entangled has had the chance to fight by your side, and as you've gone to draw it, all of a sudden you hear this plink as the metal snaps, and the sword, due to disuse and disrepair, is broken. Your greatsword is now gone. And again, I'll give you the reason why it was anything but a greatsword. Because, and I've told this on multiple streams, and I feel like I've told it to multiple people in this chat. The one thing that always gets me is there is nothing that is more irksome than a barbarian who walks around with big damage, big strength, and decides to wield a greatsword.
What about a little guy with a greatsword?
I found it. I'm sorry. That's
oh yeah, was it an heirloom fucking weapon? Oh wow, an heirloom greatsword from a barbarian. No fucking way. Fuck me. Every single fucking time. And by the way, I want to point this out to the people who are laughing in chat. I'm right? I'm not wrong about this shit, okay? I'm that experienced. This just is how it fucking happens every fucking time. Anyway, so you've broken your great
2x4 with a nail in it, baby.
it's thank you, Rock. Rock, you are a fucking legend, and I love you. But yes, that also plays out my that also plays out my card, so I appreciate it. You're welcome.
You broke the greatsword and you also broke Rock.
It's so good. Okay,
It's okay.
Wait.
It's okay. He's teaching me. He's teaching me to be a better
that's
player.
It. Yeah. So
Yeah,
here's
I'm
the
the boiling water
here,
rusted.
so here is lesson number 1. Barbarians are so fucking tough. It legitimately doesn't matter what they use as a weapon. The reason great swords are irksome is of all the people in this fucking game that do not need to use a great sword, the barbarian's at the top of that list. A barbarian will carve a fucker apart with a fruit knife, okay? You do not need the big weapon. You could grab a brick from around you and you would still probably 1 or 2 hit kill most things. Hence, I will give you the opportunity to expand this. You can use lists as a weapon.
Do it!
Ah,
Remind me to carry 2 great swords next time.
I should have went with my first choice. I was thinking of like a weird jagged cleaver.
That would have been cool. I would love that. Or a frying pan. You know, that would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
So there you go. So now you've got. Now all I've done is given you the opportunity to pursue your passion, your real passion of using cookware as weapons.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Cauldron.
everyone does get a readied action because you do have, like I said, this round has happened. You do have readied actions. I'm not gonna waste your time by asking everyone what their readied action is. I trust you guys. As these guys move and take their turn now to chase Harlonaut, just let me know when your action triggers. Okay? So, aberration number 1. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Second aberration. 5, 15, 20, 30.
When
You
the
only get
second aberration passes by,
Yep.
I'm going to step through this window,
Yep.
and I'm going to use the innate ability to cast Create Water on them.
All right. Very well.
Even more water. Nice.
Question. Did you want to do the create water as a setup before this? So you can have an action here?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Yeah, like yeah, because you had plenty of time to set up. So yeah, that area could already be covered in water.
So,
Yeah.
since my character is an aquatic creature,
Mhm.
would I be aware of the connectivity difference between salt and fresh water? Or does
Sure.
this mechanically make you
Sure,
a difference?
I mean, given your character is a rogue in particular, I would say that you would know about things like electric eels and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say that you would be an expert at it, but sure. I'd
Okay,
also say that there's
so
no
water works
actual
best?
mechanical difference between salt and water and
Fair
fresh
enough.
water.
But I do douse them in salt water.
Sure. That is still
'Cause it gives
very
me the
unpleasant.
option.
That in general, that is slightly more unpleasant and creates a better, like, as you watch all the hands like
Oh, all the eyes!
yeah.
That's even better.
Salt in
Salt
the
all
eyes.
I forgot because they didn't like salt them to begin with.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
So they,
the puddle, is the water where the 5-foot circle is, like where Harlonaut is, or is it
It's
the
where
blue
it's
that's
drawn
been
and squiggly.
Yeah, it's the blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure because I didn't want to accidentally hit Harlonaut because I was looking
yeah,
at the
Harlonaut is
circle.
not in the water.
Okay, in which case, when Oro is done, that's when I will be doing my turn.
Okay, take your readied action. It's not a full turn; it's just a readied action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I cast my focus belt, Tempest Surge, which I have to drop saves on them.
I appreciate the efficiency, but I need to know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So Tempest Surge is it's a range 30 feet, one creature. Oh, it's a one creature. I was hoping the water might transfer the electricity. It's a reflex save. You surround a foe in swirling storm, violent winds, whirling clouds, and crackling lightning. The storm deals 1d12 electricity damage on the target must attempt a basic reflex save. On a failure, it also takes 2 clumsy for 1 round and takes 1 persistent electricity and a heightened +1. The initial damage increases by 1d12 and the persistent electricity damage on a failure increases by 1. So because of my heightened, it's actually up to a 3d12.
All right, drop the damage as lightning circles around, storming above these two gibbering mouthers as lightning strikes the saltwater platform that was made by Oro. That is 20 points of damage to the creature. Yep, which they will take the full 20 points of damage. They also have the persistent electricity damage, and because they are because they are also stepping on the water, the other victim of your lightning blast will take 10 points of damage as the conductiveness of the water zaps them as well.
Do you want me to drop the persistent on the one?
Yes, on the one that you hit. Also, real quick, can we give a shout out and a quick warm welcome to none other than our dear friend Raina Ray, CC CEO of Careful Cantrip. Good to see you, my dear friend. I hope you are having a wonderful evening. Love your face. Okay. Kill.
Oh, and then Oh, so it does the 12 and and then so I guess it does the damage, and then they must attempt a reflex save on a failure.
Which they failed. Yeah, you're good, Neil.
Okay, so yeah. No, I'm just wondering. So I get to drop the clumsy on him then.
Yes, you do get to drop the clumsy on that one. Not both of them, just the one that you hit. All right.
I just did on the one.
What is the clumsy effect? What does that do? I don't actually know that.
Good question. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the effect known as clumsy is a penalty that one receives to all checks, saves, and things involving your dexterity. The more higher your clumsy is, the higher that penalty is.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Anyone else's ready action going off?
Yeah, I'm now gonna step in here to prevent them from moving any further into the courtyard or whatever that would be, begrudgingly.
All right.
With a shaky hand.
Now we did get an insight bonus earlier, so I am going to give this. This is courtesy of Adam Thror. Thank you, Adam, for your insight. Arturo, you realize that by moving there, you force Vulalasi to have to either push past you or to go around through you and Harlanot to get there. Moving into that square just in front of Harlanot also offers a layer of protection from that. And if you attack the one at the back and Velasi is next to you as well, the two of you can start making your way through the both of them, and Oro can start flanking that one down the back as well.
True, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm a little nervous with stepping into that water, but
the water's fine. The electricity doesn't hold a charge. It's only when it's used, so you've waited until after the blast, so you're good.
No more blast though, Lise, please.
Sounds good.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure, I just get the move, right? Because I don't get a move and attack with ready action, right?
With an ready action? Yeah, no, you can move and attack. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was just one action.
It's one action on top of whatever you're readying. So because you're readying to move and attack, that's going to cost you 3 actions, which you had plenty to use.
Yeah, alright, cool. Fantasy Grounds is being slow. Are you able to just make a standard... Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might be able to now because it decided to stop being...
Alright, go ahead.
Oh well. I'm not gonna hero point that, but...
Alright, unfortunate. You step forward, and with the flick of your blade, you miss the aberration in front of you. And you're not hero pointing
Still
it?
too shaky.
Alright, last calls for ready actions.
So we just made it that my salt water was
Already previously
beforehand.
there, yep.
Okay. In which case I will close the one that's now flanked by Arturo and get an attack.
Very well, flanking will be here.
Okay.
Alright, make your attack. You're now flanking. Wait, before you make your attack, let me just add the condition. The Gibbering Mouther now gains the Off Guard condition, which will activate your sneak attack as well. So, by all means, go ahead. That is a hit. Alright. Nice.
There
10
we go.
points of damage as you cut into the flesh. Now, the salt water is already irritating it. The creature is angry and it's like thrashing about in discomfort. And now you've gone and cut off its route of escape. The creature is furious.
It's gonna eat me.
All right. Again, last calls for readied actions.
Well, I can't get my dagger out of my backpack right now, so I'm gonna just take one of the broken pieces of my greatsword and try to stab the creature.
Sure.
Nice.
All right, you step forward, grabbing a piece of like it's basically just a shard at this point of your weapon. Let me just add a item here for you. There you go. All right, you should now have the action to make a fist attack.
Okay. Yep. I see. Okay.
All right, this will be lethal because you are using basically a shank.
Nice.
Critical hit. All right.
Wow.
And yeah, roll your damage as you land a critical strike of 17 damage.
Damn.
Do you fucking see what I am fucking talking about?
Yes.
I'm sorry. You just hit it with the shard remaining from your broken fucking thing, and you did 17 damage. Fuck out of here with your great sword. Motherfucker. I swear to fucking Christ.
Sorry, Dag.
Revenge!
I missed that.
Revenge
so-
formation!
what were you indicating there? I kind of missed it.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, pick a number between 1 to 5 and
Yeah, well, they
draw
mentioned
a
one.
crit card.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Your critical effect is... Oh, nice. A ragged wound. Because of the jagged nature of the what remains of your sword that now plunges into this fleshy mass. It takes 1d6 persistent bleed damage as you have opened up quite a vicious wound on it. Let me see if I can do this, actually. Okay, maybe that'll work. We'll see. Okay. All right. That is all the readied actions gone off. Your ambush has successfully been triggered. These dudes are not looking great, which now means we go to you guys and your turns. Liss, you're up first. What does our Undine Druid decide to do?
I was asked not to do any more electric since Arturo's there. So, I'm going to use at least a Rousing Splash on Arturo to give him some temp HP.
All right. As you begin to dance, the waters begin to rise and swirl around Arturo from the ground around them. As it does, Arturo, you receive a buff of 6 temporary hit points. That is 2 actions. You have 1 more remaining.
I would throw a spear from where I am, but last time I kept throwing it at my allies. So
You could redeem yourself by actually hitting this time.
Good try. Prove that you can use that spear. Otherwise, just surrender it. Forfeit the spear. Stop
That.
stabbing your teammates.
Okay, I will throw one more javelin, and if it does hit, I'm never using melee weapons ever again.
Ranged weapons, you mean?
Or ranged weapon, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Make your attack. All right. Pulling out your javelin, you whisper a blessing as you throw it, and you hit.
That scared me. I was like, oh my god, that 20.
All right.
Okay, not bad.
Okay, not bad. That is 4 piercing damage as your javelin lands and embeds into the fleshy creature. That is all 3 of your turns, which brings us now to Arturo. our catfolk swashbuckler.
All right.
What do you do?
Now with some added confidence, finally. I really wish I could go for the finisher, but yeah, let's try it. I am going to first. Oh, you probably can't trip these things, can you? Since it is kind of a blob. So yeah, maybe I will just try to stab it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the one that I have flanked. Just
Very
try
well.
to stab it.
Very nice. A
Ooh.
critical hit.
Nice. Awesome.
Nice.
We are getting some revenge, some serious revenge on these things.
Yeah.
Fuck you for killing Misha.
All right. 20 points of damage as you stab
Wow.
deeply into it. You poke it in one of its eyes and it lets loose a wriggling screech. Give us a number between 1 to 5 for your critical card.
I'll do a 2 because that's the one that usually stabs myself. So
1, 2. Cat surrounded by water. Where's Rhypog Gnomes when you need him to play a soggy cat? Cole is busy. Cole's always busy. We love Cole though. I miss Cole. Oh, now I miss playing with Quincy and all that too. All right, it's fine. Okay, triple damage.
Oh yeah.
All right. As you have found a very, very deep wound, roll one more set of damage. Por favor.
That was the one you stabbed before last time. Your rapier was still in it. You found it.
All right, that is an extra 5 points of damage as you stabbed it yet again.
Okay, and then yeah, I will do another stab. I'll just keep going.
That's it. All right, number 2. That is a direct hit. Your second attack, as you've retracted your blade and again thrust. You can see that your wounds are indeed hitting it and actually doing damage. Really damage.
If I was barbarian, I would be raging right now. Just
All right, 9 points of damage with your second attack. One final action. What do you want to do?
One more stab.
All right,
Just
final
going
stab.
crazy at this point.
This is the
Aw.
risky stab, but that is the critical miss, which is why we call it the risky stab. In Pathfinder 2nd edition, every attack suffers a -5 penalty. A critical hit and a critical miss are only attributed when you either beat or fail a check by 10 or more. So with a -10, it is a high risk maneuver to go for your third attack, but you know, that's why we call it that. So here we go.
I'm wondering, you know,
Give us-
I kind of want to hero point that just more for the flavor of the.
Let's do it. Hero point.
Just- Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Arturo activates their hero point. Thank you again
Ooh.
to our chat for the
Yeah.
donation of said hero points. All right,
All right,
Arturo,
yeah, so it's-
coming back from behind, you basically penetrate it, but it gets caught in its teeth as it stops your blade, but then you lean in and you push your shoulder in until you manage to stab it all the way through. Roll your damage.
All right.
All right, 7 points of damage. Very nice. All right.
Nice.
And after that flurry of blows, I'm just kind of just like. Just
Very nice.
shaking from anger and
Lisa says
adrenaline.
from the back,
Rage, pure
"See, I
unbridled
knew you
rage.
could do it. Your circus finesse is showing."
All right, Vulalasi, you're up next.
All right. Do I just say I'm raging? Yeah.
Do you want to
Yes.
rage? Raging is an action.
I
Yeah, I
ate
wanna
spicy
rage.
food.
Yeah. Revenge.
I like that.
Ah!
Yeah. In order to rage, you just
He's
eat something
angry.
spicy.
All
If I
right.
rage. Yeah.
Okay, let me just check this because I think the way you rage is if you go into your character sheet under the activities bar, which is on the sidebar of your character sheet. There is rage at the very top. If you hit the little magnifying glass, it'll give you the little buff that you'll have. So just drop the
Ah, there we
temporary
go.
hit points onto you, and then drop the rage onto you as well.
Okay. My the
It
glass.
says self, so you should just be able just to click the button
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it
Oh,
so-
the little dude there, or the star.
Drag the little dude and put it onto your character in the combat tracker. Beautiful. And now click the little plus button. That's it. Perfect. You're done. All right, and
I
you are
just
now
clicked it.
raging. You did it.
Cool.
That is now how. Just so you know, for the future, that is how you will activate rage in Fantasy
Just-
Grounds.
Just click the button. Okay.
Click the button.
Yep, just toggle.
click,
Nice.
click the button.
Okay.
Click your button line.
The button now.
Yep. And then I will attack.
All right, make your attack.
Nice.
All right. As you rage, you're swishing left and right,
Whoa.
cutting into it with the jagged edge of your blade. Deal your damage. All right, that is 12 points of damage. Sorry, 17 points of damage, because it is apparently weak to you. All right, second action. What do you want to do?
Attack again. Pull
Do
out the
it.
dagger and. Formation! You bastard!
All right,
Oh.
nice second hit. Let's see it. Deal the damage. All right, that is 15 points of damage as you continue to hack and slash. Bits of the flesh are now falling off this creature. One more action. What do you want to do?
Didn't I have an action for raging?
Oh, yes. Sorry, my apologies. You're right. So raging and then 2 attacks. All right, which brings us to, after vous, Lalasi, Throvrek, who is not here. Oro.
All right, we're going to stabby stab with a rapier.
All right, our
that's
Azarketi
good.
rogue steps forward with their dagger. Let's do it.
I forgot that we were rapier buddies.
Okay, we're gonna
Rapier
try again.
swings and misses. You do have hero points, though.
Yeah, let's spend one on something other than trying to keep me alive.
All right. Oro, make your attack again. That is a hit as your rapier manages to stab from the other side of this creature for 15 points of damage.
Stab him again with a rapier, maybe. Yep.
Nice. Second hit manages to find its mark for another 15
15
points of damage. Third and final
My
action.
last action is going to be create a hydraulic deflection. I attract all the moisture around me into a shield.
Very nice. You pull the water up from the ground, and as it does, it creates this almost like fluid bubble shield in front of you that now defends you. All right. Very nice.
That's it.
Okay. Harlanot. Our bait.
Yep, the bait. You know what? Why not? You watch Harlanot start to strum, but the music goes in a way that you've not heard before. As I'm going to cause one of them to suffer some phantom pains.
Ooh. So you're going to create like a discordant music kind of thing?
Yep. Which it needs to withstand a will save.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is a critical failure. What does it do? Anything else?
Okay, so it'll take double damage. It will take, sorry. So it takes full initial damage and the persistent damage that I'll drop on in a second. The target is also going to be second 2, and the only way to remove the persistent damage is to remove the second.
The second?
The second being L.
Oh, sickened. Sorry.
Oh, sickened.
like
Okay, yep,
sickened.
that makes sense. Okay. Very well. All right.
So
Apply.
there's
Yep.
the main mental damage.
All right.
Whoa.
11 points of damage.
There's the persistent damage. And And there's the effect.
Okay, done and done.
And then I'm just going to take a few steps back such that Elise could technically go in to melee if she so wanted to.
All right, perfect. All right, Halanot plays a dirge of death as he strums his sickening blows towards them and retreats back to a safe distance. As we then return to the aberrations, who now get their turn. Not being happy at this fucking elf who is stabbing me in the eye, it is going to try to engulf you.
Let it dry.
It does so.
Oh no.
Is that an attack?
Yes.
Like versus AC?
No, not versus AC. It's a reflex save.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see that now. Okay, never mind. Okay.
All right. Vulasi, you disappear into the maw of the creature. In doing so, you take 13 points of damage.
7.
However, it is reduced to 7 because of your rage and your temporary hit points. Its final action, it will attempt to bite you. Jinx point! No fucking
Yeah, I
way.
was, I was waiting for that.
I knew it.
No freaking way am I'm gonna biff on that. I don't mind
And
missing.
you're all welcome. You're all welcome.
Okay, see, again, I don't mind biffing, I just don't want to critically biff. All right, there we go. So the creature, as it sort of placed you in its maw and subsumed you into its fleshy mass, it is trying to grind its teeth on you, but you've kind of like, you know, you're quite large and stocky, and you kind of keep your hands off at a distance, and you're still fighting back enough that you avoid getting chewed on by the creature. Next up is the other dude. Oh wait, no. Nope, never mind.
That's all the persistent damage you saw.
That's all the persistent damage. Okay.
Oh.
So
Like, what the heck
it
was
is no
all of
longer
that?
okay, so it is no longer bleeding. It took 4 points of mental damage. It took 2 points of bleed damage. And 3 electric damage from all the persistent damage. So it sort of zaps up. It bleeds and it sort of like starts to hemorrhage its brain a little bit. But there you go. But it's still alive somehow. It, however, is no longer bleeding out. It or affected by the mental ability. It is still. No, it is still affected by the mental ability. Yes, so it's sickened, and electricity is still running through its body. Okay, the second creature, the gibbering mouler, is going to try to subsume Oro. Nom 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 nom.
No.
I've played this dance before. This is
All right, Oro is grabbed and devoured. For 16 points of damage. It is then also going to attempt to chew on Oro a little bit. And will miss! Oro, again, you've been here before. You know the deal. You stick your blade into one of its teeth and prevent it from biting you as it's now forcing itself down upon your person. As we then go to Liss on the outside,
Alright.
watching the struggle unfold. Also, hi, Jennifer.
Can I, even though
Zap him.
Oro is currently being devoured, zap him? Can I see Oro still, or is he like inside of it?
He's
can't
inside
target
of it, yeah.
Okay, so I can't target him. Same for Vulasi.
Yep.
Okay. And the water's gone now. It was moved to Oro, or is that water still there?
The water has been sucked up by Oro around the second one. So not the one
Okay.
with Vulalasi, but the one with Oro is now dried up.
Okay. Well, assuming I can target and it doesn't hit the 2, because it is a target now. I will try and use. Well, I'll move to a better. Well, actually, no. I'm velocity season, so I can see the vibration. I'm going to use electric arc and shoot an arc that lands on the first one and jumps to the second one.
Very well. All right, make your attack. All right, that'll hit for
Okay,
half
so
damage.
half damage.
All right, roll the damage.
And then
All
the
right.
second one.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So that is 3 points of damage to it as the electricity blasts it. 1 damage will then transfer to Vulasi, who is inside of it.
Oh, okay.
And 1 damage will transfer to Arturo, who is standing in the water.
Yeah, fair.
You said the water was gone.
I said the water around the second ooze was gone.
Oh, I thought you said all. Okay,
Mm-mm.
my bad. Okay.
Well,
No
I
problem.
told you to zap, so I mean, like,
All right,
I don't
and
mind.
your second zappity zap.
I already tried it. It just
Oh.
straight up failed. Okay.
Yeah, it failed its save.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking it failed the attack. That's 9 points to that one.
All right, 9 points of damage zaps that one, which means 4 damage goes to Oro. And 4 damage goes to... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no damage goes to Arturo because that one's not in the water.
Yeah.
All right. Was that 2 actions?
And then that was 2 actions, yeah.
And you said you stepped back, or you didn't step back?
I didn't do anything.
All
yet.
right, your last action, what do you want to
And
do?
then last action, I will throw my last javelin at it.
All right.
At the first one.
Now, this is a second attack action, so don't forget to apply the penalty.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's okay. That'll be a
I used
critical
the
miss.
first, so,
Yeah, critical fails anyway.
you know what? I will hero point that.
All right. Thank
So
you
that I
again
do the
to
right roll.
chat for the generous hero points that are saving my player's bacon.
Okay, just a miss.
All right. Well, downgraded from a critical miss to a miss. Did you apply the -5 this time?
Yeah, I did the second roll.
Feel
Okay.
easy done. All right. After Lys's electric turn, we go to Arturo. You've watched as your friends around you in melee have been disappeared into the fleshy sacks of the gibbering mouther.
What would it take to free one or both of them?
A athletics check, which is a 1-action attack action. The DC is 22.
Whew. Okay. Stupid fantasy grounds. Why are you being this way?
And if I'd make a
Well-
suggestion, I'd recommend attempting to... I mean, here's the thing. They're both super injured. You can kind of see that they're bleeding all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You
True.
could
Just
try to...
maybe kill it.
Yeah, you could probably just outrightly kill them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so I'll try to stab not at the lump where Oro is. I'll stab around that lump at the one that we did have flanked.
I'm totally gonna get stabbed, aren't I?
Nope, not
Oh,
with
no.
that.
Whoa! Natural 20! Pew, pew, pew! Make your... roll your damage.
I've crit this one twice now.
I think we should make an ad hoc choice right here in the game that if we roll natural 20, we can spend it to get rid of dags.
Sure. However, unfortunately,
Then
it
that
means
means
that
you
when
can do
I
the
when I
same to
land
us.
when I land a natural 20, it counts as 6 critical hits, 1 for each of you simultaneously.
Okay with that.
Okay.
Party wipe all at once.
All right. So that is 13 points of damage as you stab into it. Pick a number for your crit card.
2 worked last time. Let's pick 2 again. Maybe that'll be a good one again.
All right. Lodged in the bone. It doesn't have bones. Shattered jaw. This creature cannot speak, eat, drink, or make attacks with a jaw attack.
They can't bite us.
It can't bite you. All right.
They're useless.
I think that pretty much renders this thing useless, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, knowing that, I might just attack the other one. Then Oro can just get himself out.
Sure. All right.
Like, you're welcome to our host, stab it.
Yeah, I didn't free you,
Being
but I
gummed
did
to
it.
death.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunate, that is a miss.
Okay. Do I take the risky stab? You know what? No.
No risky stab. All right.
No, I will. I'll risky stab. I
Can't
just
resist. Just can't
I
resist.
can't help it. Yeah. You know what? I don't mind the miss. I'll take it.
All right. That is a miss. All
I'm
right.
good.
Which brings us then to Vulalasi.
All right. Can I stab this thing from the inside?
Yes, you can. You are slowed, however, so you only have 2 actions while you're inside of it. You're
Oh,
you're also suffocating, meaning that you can't breathe while you're inside.
Oh, okay. Did he just jump in?
No, he enveloped you. Have you ever seen
No.
Have you ever seen ferrofluid?
Oh
No.
yeah, that stuff is cool.
Yeah, it's like magnetized, like sort of semi-liquid metal magnetism that just sort of
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I
weird and
was
interesting
I was
stuff.
I was thinking Guardians of the Galaxy when he
Yeah,
jumped
like
in.
yeah, Drax.
Oh, when he jumps
yeah.
in, yeah.
Oh!
Oh, what?
Yeah!
Fucking crits! Fuck is all this? Where are my crits? It's right there. Anyway, all right. That is
Those dice.
23 damage. This creature explodes.
And I tear myself out.
You do. Like you rip him apart like a strong man in a phone book. You're just like, argh. All right, but that was only 1 action. You do have 2 more. You can move up and take a hit in another one.
Yep, I'll move up there and.
All right,
The dice know how much revenge we
Stab
wanted.
the other one.
all right. That is a hit. Deal your damage. And that will kill that one.
Awesome.
Revenge complete.
All right, bye. Well,
Holy
I'll
crap.
see you at Taco Tuesday. And then Vulachi leaves.
Thanks for watching. Mulachi.
All right.
Well, sounds like a meal.
All right. The blood and viscera drips off you. You have successfully managed to defeat the gibbering mouthers and come across relatively unscathed. I think Vulasi took 8 damage, Oro took 20, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Now,
I took 1 to my temp hit point, so it's like, like yeah.
all right, now Vulasi, are you? Pardon me. Are you fatigued? Ironically, after you rage.
Um.
Have a look and let me know. All right. In the meantime, however, the Temple of Aroden is quiet and still. You do have several pathways that you may travel, should you so desire. To the north, a long corridor. To the south, that fetid pool described by Harlanot. And to the east, a set of double doors, you saw the xulgath that were in the company of the demon that was summoned earlier on. That was the direction they ran off into.
Did we
Alright.
want to check the pool just to make sure no more come through?
So
Or there's
I lose
more?
all.
I don't know.
I lose all my temporary hit points, and I can't rage for a minute.
All right, very well. Then that is what occurs.
I wouldn't mind desecrating such a foul totem.
All right. Well, if there's no resistances to it, you begin to make your way towards this pool of liquid. Now, I would like for you to make me a religion check, if you would. Anyone who wishes to can also make an arcana or occultism check as well.
Not trained in those.
Yeah, once Fantasy Grounds is nice to me, I'll do
If
it.
I can still roll, I'll
keeps
do the
freezing.
religion, but I'm not trained in it, so.
You may roll it.
Okay. Ooh. 21.
All right. Anyone else?
Yeah. Ah. Okay. Just trying to see
Stay back here.
where it
Keep an eye
is.
on the
Okay.
numbers.
I don't know anything about religion, so but I'll try.
All right. Unfortunately, you do not understand or interpret the significance of the pool and the symbols or anything like that. And as far as cleaning or cleansing this, you have no idea where to even begin. Probably a job for a cleric.
Okay. Well, that's that.
All right. That leaves the other rooms for you to explore. Where would you like to go?
Can that glowing plate on it be picked up or removed? Or is that kind of affixed to the stone below it?
It does. Sure, I think.
Okay. I'll just pick it up and toss it across the room just because I'm still angry.
All right. It clatters. It clatters on the side of the room and shatters against the wall, breaking into pieces. All of the lights suddenly turn off around you.
Oh. Sorry.
My turtle's getting cursed.
There, I turned off my light to fit.
all over again.
It is a little bit, but you're very lucky. Does anyone worship Iomade in the group? No, good. Okay,
Don't even know who that is. So
no.
yeah, no.
wait, carry on. It's just really
I just
funny.
remember.
It's just
I can still pick up on guns.
I am super cursed with knowledge. You know, like I know the other hardcore Pathfinder fans have just seen that and gone, "Oh, Arturo, what are you doing?" Because it's just because do you remember what this temple was for?
Yeah, it was it's a place that's kind of protecting the whole region around it, hosting that
No,
stone.
it's a temple belonging to a god. Do you remember which god?
Oh no.
Aroden, the god of Aroden, the god of humanity.
Oh.
And do you see that
See-
big symbol in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
And do you see the thing you just threw and shattered onto the wall?
Oh. I thought that was an occult bad thing. I didn't realize that was
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm sure.
no one will notice.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be. Good.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Did you just make my job harder?
I'm sure there's no long-term ramifications at all. All right.
That's the worst
No,
that
of
could
course not. It was the
It's okay. Look,
Aroden's
Aroden's a dead god. No one cares. Anyway, so
yeah.
All
Can
right.
someone else lie for me saying that it was the xulgath? Because I wouldn't have a choice but to tell the truth that I
You
did that to
well, here's the
anybody else.
thing. None of you. The grand irony is just like your characters. None of you have any clue what you just did.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
True. Good point.
Now you have a pathway to the north and a pathway to the east. Where would you like to go?
I vote north
Perfect.
because I'm curious.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
at the same
same.
time, we should probably follow the xulgaths. And
Harlan will
eaglaths.
probably ask, do we have a mechanism to lock the door to stop them escaping?
No, not really. Especially with broken windows and stuff like that, you can't really secure this
Yeah.
area again.
No, I meant the door that they went through. The one that we've not come through yet.
Oh, that one. No.
Yeah.
Also, no. There's nothing really here on this side that would serve to lock or secure that door. I would say that.
But I
with
could put my mirror ball snare in front of the door, or on
Hmm.
this side of the door.
Yeah, sure. If you want to create a snare there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Good.
do that. It's a snare that it's a DC 22 reflex save, and if they fail, it creates a bright light and a sound and dazzles anyone that fails the save.
All right, done and done.
That was my consumable magic item. Thank you, McClover.
That's cool.
All right. Heading to the north, the first thing you see is a door immediately to your right.
Door and give a listen.
Make a perception check.
Yes, on point. I'm gonna hear. All right, a little better.
All right. You hear the sounds of muttered cursing in a language you don't recognize.
Can I tell if there's more than one entity muttering?
Yes, there are at least two. Because you immediately also hear a slap.
It's Valentine's Day. They've got a thing. I just back to the group and pointing to the door.
kudasai.
Right. I'm going to move to the other side of the door and look around this corner. Yeah, that's what we're going to start off doing.
Okay.
All right. Who opens the door?
I will, as quietly as I can,
Well,
open
let's
up the
see.
door.
Um,
Oh.
if you're about to open the door, Harlanot will take out the bow and prepare to knock and fire if anything charges back through.
Arturo, maybe I should open the door.
Yeah, maybe you should. I'll step back.
All right. Do you open the door?
Yep.
All right. As you do so,
Oh, wait, these are double doors, so I'll actually.
Oh wait.
Thanks.
there you go.
Well,
All right, as you open the doors on the inside, let me go to here real quick.
Oh, I do pull out a cleaver out of my backpack.
Sure.
I promise I won't cook with this.
All right. On the inside of this room, you see a defiled chapel, abandoned and shrouded in gloom. A broken slab surrounded by marble debris is all that remains of a large statue that has been torn down. An altar of crude wood and stone bears a human corpse ripped apart, gashes splitting the man's throat, his decaying face frozen in a final mask of terror, and a strange symbol carved into his abdomen, undulating with foul energy. 3 of these individuals look up and gaze at you, glaring. Whereas one of them in particular, seeming to be a kind of spiritual ringleader, gestures in your direction. And the xulgath draw their great axes. But that is a battle for next week, when we return to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Extinction Curse. All
We
right.
did it, guys.
Woo! You killed those dudes.
We killed by
Yeah.
two colossal great axes. No, just kidding.
And the
Amazing.
dice were really nice to us.
So proud. All right, guys. Well,
Yay.
thank you so much for coming and joining us. We hope that you guys had a great time. Be sure to come and check us out on Discord and hang out. We have a bunch of really cool, fun, and wonderful RPG enthusiasts who hang out over there on that chat. Yeah, we love seeing you guys. We love hanging out. We love playing games. And yeah, getting to do this crazy thing called role-playing. I am next on tomorrow morning. Now, I will give that a kind of a caveat of maybe, maybe not, only because I have some business to take care of today. So I'm hopefully going to be back for Dag versus The Walking Dead tomorrow morning. Otherwise, the next show we have is Gatewalkers coming up on Sunday night. So be sure to check that out for sure. We are going to go and raid Careful Cantrip. Why? Because we love Careful Cantrip, and they do painting streams on Saturdays with our good friend DM Dave, who we love to make fun of and bother and all the other things. So, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting our channel. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of the wonderful people who donated, whether it was your time or whether it was towards our lovely goal, which is now at 70%. You bloody beautiful legends, you. I appreciate you. I love you. Stay safe, stay well, be kind to each other, and as always, game hard or die trying. Goodbye, folks!
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.